Graduates, students, staff, and guests, it's my sincere privilege to welcome you as we recognize and honor the Haines High School class of 2023. As a former elementary school principal for 13 years, I always loved the very first day of school in kindergarten. Graduates, the same feelings your parents, family, and caregivers had on your very first day of school, they feel again today. Pride, excitement, love, and worry. It feels the same. I can also read their minds because tonight I am one of them. We feel this went all too fast. But that said, it's exciting, and it all starts now. But you're not alone. We are all here supporting you and are always ready to help as we work to make our world and community a better place, of which we know you will do both. Congratulations on your accomplishments, and hang on to this moment forever. Remember this feeling as you set and achieve your life's goals. So on with our ceremony. It is my pleasure to introduce our first speaker this evening, salutatorian Matilda Rogers.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the graduation of the class of 2023. Tonight, we are surrounded by family, friends, teachers, and beloved community members. The support you have shown us all right up to this very moment has been overwhelming. To say thank you would be an understatement. We are all beyond grateful. Now, I hope you all have a great night. And up next, we have the high school concert choir singing two senior selected songs, The Circle Game by Joni Mitchell and We'll Meet Again by Vera Lynn. Thank you.
Hello, I'm co-salutatorian Marin Hart. Thank you everyone for being here today to support my wonderful class and I. After much deliberation, we decided that our formal math teacher, Mr. Dakin, would be the best choice for the 2023 commencement speaker. He has worked hard to impart knowledge and wisdom into each and every one of us, and we are forever grateful. I would now like to introduce Mr. Dakin to come up here and give his speech.
Wow, what a party. Look at this place. This is awesome, you guys. It seems like it's been a really short time since I met you in 7th grade. And I'm sure some of you think it's been a heck of a lot longer. But nonetheless, thank you very much for inviting me to do this. I feel privileged. I feel honored. This is an awesome way for me to finish out my time here at the school. You know, Marin introduced me as your math teacher, which, yes, I was. But you know, some of you know I wasn't a math teacher for many, many years. I was a science teacher.
Hey, Mr. David.
Hey, Luke.
Have you ever had a snake?
Well, actually, yeah, we had a snake once. Yeah, we had a snake. I'll look and see if I can find it. No snake, but got a pencil. This is about how big it was. So long ago, I had a principal in Wisconsin who felt very strongly about helping kids that were at risk. And he spent time with a number of students, allowing them to pick out pets. They picked out pets to try to gain an understanding of responsibility for something other than just themselves. So one of the kids, he picks out a red-tailed boa constrictor. But it's about this big. It's about the size of a pencil. And it was great. It was really cool. You know, you play with it in your fingers and everything. Is a really safe little thing. But as all snakes are, they grow. They get larger and larger. And this was a Colombian red-tailed boa constrictor. They get pretty big. So they asked if they could keep the snake in my classroom. And I said, sure, of course. It's a science classroom. I was teaching middle schoolers, little kids. And once they did that, they brought it to the room. The boy was supposed to take care of the snake, but it became inconsistent, and eventually, of course, I inherited this thing, and my students started taking care of the snake. And we were feeding it and doing the best that we could. We thought that we understood what to do with this snake. You know, we put it in a really cool environment with, you know, things to climb on that were wooden and wood chips, just like the pet store told us. But then what ended up happening was the snake got really sick. We took it to the University of Wisconsin vet school, met a herpetologist vet who taught us how we were supposed to be taking care of these things. We learned a lot of biology. We learned things about gram-negative, gram-positive bacteria and how this snake was living in a gram-negative environment and we as humans lived in a gram-positive environment. We didn't belong living together. So the snake gets really sick. The vet helps us, we get him better, and we had to give him a name when he was at the vet clinic, so all of a sudden he's named Bubba. So no longer is this a snake, this is Bubba. And Bubba's getting bigger and bigger, and we're feeding him mice. Eventually we gotta feed him rats. Eventually we gotta feed Bubba rabbits. And this is not cheap, this is getting more and more expensive. And we had one of the kids' fathers, he drove truck for one of the research facilities in Madison, and he provided us with bags of 50 rats at a time. So he'd show up to my classroom and say, hey, Mr. Dagan, here's a bag of rats. And these rats would last for a while for the snake. But you know, the snake needed to be habituated to this environment. So the snake is out, he's in the classroom, he's cruising the room. This snake started on the floor, he'd end up on top of tabletops, he went up on the counters, he'd go up on the cabinetry. He always wanted to go high up because it was warmer. So it's kind of an interesting feeling. Eventually he's like 9 feet long. This is after a number of years. He's 9 feet long, he's in my room. We're feeding him rats, we're feeding him rabbits. And he's getting bigger and bigger. And I don't understand why it was that I was allowed to keep him. Here we get a bear, we get a moose out in the schoolyard, and we shut things down and nobody can go out, whereas we had a Colombian red-tailed boa constrictor cruising around the room every day. So anyway, I had to leave that school, and no, it's not like that, but. So he became too big for kids to take care of during the summer, so I'm gonna take him home. I'm going to take him home for the summer, but this was a summer when we were getting a new puppy. And puppies and 11-foot boas don't really mesh. So Joan came to me and she said, hey, snake's got to go. But where do we go with this snake? I mean, we've had it for about 7 years. And I mean, I don't like snakes, but I was enamored by it all. I thought it was really great. We needed to take care of him. And Joan reached out to the Humane Society, the local Humane Society, and they said, hey, a lot of people get little snakes, they like them, and they can't get rid of big snakes. Everyone wants a little snake, no one wants an 11-foot boa. So she pleaded, and eventually the people in Dane County back in Wisconsin, they set up getting this snake sent down to Southern Illinois to a university. There's a professor down there of herpetology. He was like a clearinghouse for zoos and universities across the country. And he said, yeah, I'll take the snake and we'll see what we can do with it. Well, a couple of weeks after we get the snake sent down to Illinois, we get a letter back, and this herpetologist said, it's a female. Well, we thought it was a male. I don't know how to sex snakes. He did, thank goodness. Can't imagine what that entails. But this snake became a part of his personal collection. He didn't farm it out. He kept it. And he said it had such great disposition, and I think that was because we were handling it every single day. We had it out in the classroom. Kids they'd walk around school with it. It was a really neat thing. So anyway, why do I tell you stories? A lot of the stories you say, there's a story. How? No homework. Last time on the quiz, maybe it'll be next week. Well, sometimes things are subtle. There are lessons to be learned. Jim Lum was the principal. He's an incredible man. He was reaching out to those who needed support. Make yourself available to help others. When the snake wasn't being taken care of by the student that received the snake, it was like, day in and day out, who's taking care of it? I felt like I was being taken advantage of, and I drew the line. You guys, stand up for yourself. If you feel that you're being taken advantage of, speak up. Going to a herpetology vet, what was that all about? Well, that was a great education. I'm a biologist by my schooling and everything. And it was incredible to be able to meet this person. But we thought we knew what we were doing. So the lesson is that even when we think we know what we're doing, we need to be open to learning new things. Lessons in life are everywhere. Be open to knowledge, as it's going to come in many forms and in every way imaginable. And then this parent that provides Bubba food, offer to help in your community when you see the opportunity to do so. Joan presses on me to move this snake on. Well, there's a lot of things to be learned there. You guys have heard a million things. But listen to those that you trust. Others can help you step out of yourself and to see things more clearly. So, why did I do this? I don't even like snakes. I really don't. I mean, I do, but I don't. They're spooky. Taking care of your animals. It's an important part of life. Every animal deserves to be treated with respect and dignity, regardless of whether we are harvesting them or we are raising them as companions. All living things deserve respect. Walk softly on this earth. It's the only one we have. Live simply, love generously, care deeply, and speak kindly. Thank you.
That was beautiful. At this time, I would like to recognize our Student Honor Awards. The students wearing the blue and gold cords are members of the National Honor Society. Alison Benda, Sal Chapell, Luke Davis, Koa Doddridge, MacKenzy Dryden, Avari Getchell, Grace Long Godinez, and Jacob Weerasinghe. Next, the students with the yellow stoles have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.7 or higher. Alison Benda, Sal Chapell, Luke Davis, MacKenzy Dryden, Avari Getchell, Marin Hart, Grace Long Godinez, Seth McClurg, Matilda Rogers, Jacob Weerasinghe, and Tydus Woodfin. Congratulations. And finally, receiving the medallion is our valedictorian, Alison Benda. And our co-salutatorians, Marin Hart, Seth McClurg, and Matilda Rogers. And now we will hear Wonderful World by the Man Choir.
Doom.